Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have McDonald's. Yes, so much yes. I have a Big Mac and some French fries and an apple pie right here. And I got some wine because why not, of course. I'm super hungry. I walked 2 dogs today, so I'm ready to eat. I've been craving a Big Mac. I got my water. So I thought it would be really funny to tell you guys about this one time I had to get security escorted out of my job. Yeah, they were like security guards, not like a bouncer at a club, like a real hired security guard. So back in the day, before I lived here in San Diego, I used to live in the San Fernando Valley in California, like Los Angeles County. And I worked at this it was janky. We sold DSL internet service. Like, who uses DSL anymore? No one. People in the middle of nowhere who wanted it for super cheap. So it was not that great of a service we were offering. Legitimately, it was like $20 a month. It was a third-party provider. We were just providing AT&T service, but just really slow internet for a cheap price. At the time I had a roommate and I got her a job there too. And 1 week before I got security escorted out, I turned to her and I was like, look, I have a really weird feeling. Like, I just have this super weird feeling that we're gonna need to look for jobs soon. And we are the 2 roommates living in our place. So if we both lose our job, it's gonna suck. So I was like, we need to start looking for other jobs. So fast forward a week later, and we're at work, and they're all like cubicles. And so you could just stand up and everyone will be like right next to each other, you know? So my manager and I were really chill. And she sat across from me, behind me. So whatever, we're all at work. And all of a sudden, it feels so weird. It just feels so weird. I literally just stood up in my desk and just looked out. I got up, I looked around, and we're all in a big room, just full of cubicles, right? One big room, and then in the far corner, another room is the kitchen. And then I'm more towards the right side of the room, and then there's a doorway, and then it's like the big bosses, the founders, the blah, blah, blah. So they had like a separate building, but it was still part of that job. I stand up and I look around, and there are certain employees like hustling. Not like walking and just being like, oh, I'm going to the fax machine. No, they are hustling to the other side of the building into that other room. I was like, what's going on? So I started watching them. I dip my fries in sweet and sour. What do you dip your fries in? Some people like ranch. Some people like ketchup. Some people like sweet and sour. Oh, and I have cupcake wine. It's really good. It's like cheap wine, but it's good. So, whatever. I noticed more people leaving and leaving. And then all of a sudden, I'm still standing up like this whole time. All of a sudden, these guys in suits come walking out and stand there like this. They like walk out and then they're like this. Like not even looking at anyone, just standing there. And I went to my boss, I was like, hey, who are these guys? Like who, does anyone not, how do you not notice? There's like seriously 5 huge guys mic'd up, like ready to go. And then all of a sudden, the bosses come out and they're like, can we have your attention? This was on St. Patrick's Day. So much for luck, right? So I was like, whatever. I was standing there and I'm just thinking, yo, they want our attention. There's 5 huge guys in suits. You got a big old box of like folders in your arms. I know what's about to happen. So they let certain people from the company go. And most of the people, you know. But you're probably thinking like, why do they need security guards? Because the job was like a call center, you know, where they did hire like, I guess not the best people. I guess that doesn't say much for me, but I guess they just didn't hire the best people, so they were scared. And let me tell you, they're smart for doing that. People were so pissed. Like, I felt bad because I don't have kids, you know, like I don't have that, but a lot of people did have kids, and a lot of people were like, well, you know, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you give us any warning? You knew this was gonna happen. And they're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter because we're gonna give you unemployment. Which unemployment doesn't cover your full costs. And I mean, it doesn't matter. These people like were banking on a job, but other people were pissed. Like they were screaming. Like, excuse me. They were screaming at them. Like fax machines got thrown. All the papers got thrown. There wasn't much other than cubicles. So they couldn't really throw anything but like phones and papers and stuff, and the security guards had to step in. and they had to escort people out. I think even the cops came back. When they said all that, I was like, bye. I did not care. I honestly don't even think a lot of people care. People just like to get angry, you know? What do you guys order when you go to McDonald's? Is it always the same thing? Or do you order different things? Hi, Twinkie. Twinkie just came in. This is my setup today. I'm trying. The battery it just stopped recording, so I had to restart it again. I play with my hair a lot, I know. Yeah, so I hadn't had these in so long. I like how like fancy they are now. Don't they look so cute? I haven't had one in so long, and then they forgot my sandwich, and I like went in and the guy was like, I'm sorry, and he gave me a free apple pie, and I was like, really? I don't even remember it tasting that good, but it does. So now I'm always getting there. I love the cinnamon. It's so freaking good. Well, I'm all done with my McDonald's, my Big Mac, my fries, and my apple pie. So I'm gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy some more wine because I'm off for the rest of the day and I'm gonna enjoy the sunshine. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.